Hey small groups, welcome to week 5. My name is Jaloszynski and I'm the lead pastor at the Middletown campus. I'm so excited to be sharing with you today. What a great sermon series that Jarrod's rolling out, Growing Pains. I'm excited about how he started off with success and talking about success. I mean, the range was all over the place, whether it's with social media, appearance, family, job, education. I mean, there were so many things he hit on tonight, and there were so many great points. But I want to share the 3 main things that he talked about. And the first one is this: be faithful and allow God to bring you success. What a challenge to us to allow God, just get out of the way and watch God go to work. I mean, that's the challenge in that whole statement. Be faithful and allow God to bring you that success. Yeah, it's hard sometimes to just get out of the way. Like Jesus' disciples and John were talking about, why don't you show your face a little bit more? Why don't we share some of this like cool stuff that's going on, all these miracles you're doing and stuff like that? And Jesus was like, God will get his glory in this. And he just kind of sat back and told those guys to sit back. And he also told the story of John the Baptist, when all of a sudden everybody started shifting over to following Jesus. And John the Baptist's reaction was like, this is what God's going to do. Like, I'm going to continue to be faithful and God's going to continue to show up. So it was cool to see those 2 things, the disciples and John the Baptist, and see how God used that success to teach those guys in that moment to be faithful. The second one was keep watch over your soul and success. And that hit home. Jarrod made the point, you need to double down on God when success starts coming, because that's where it can get really dangerous. You can start going, I am doing this. And I believe that's when he was sharing the story of Nebuchadnezzar and talking about, hey, look what I did. And what did God do? He took him right down and said, no, this is me doing this, not you doing this. This is me doing this. And we need to make sure that we're doubling down on God and saying, Lord, I'm amazed at what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I am so thankful for what you're doing, and just praising the Lord in those situations when you are being successful. And then the last one he shared was hold success in open hands. And that is so against our human nature to hold success with open hands, but like, because you work so hard for things and you don't want to hold it with open hands and go, okay, Lord, if this is what you want to take from me, then go ahead and take it. I mean, that's a tough place to be as a human and as a Christian and as a believer. And it's just the one thing that I took away, and I put a huge star next to it in my notes, was that give those around you the attention and the love that they deserve. So you need to make sure you're paying attention to those that love you, because when success goes away, those people will still be beside you. And that's what we saw in the story of David and Absalom and Saul, is that those that loved David stayed with him when the success was stripped away, and then his kingdom just built from there. And it was just cool to see all that come together. Personal story that might help you out, or it helps me just kind of think through it as I was looking at these points. I go back to I'm a big sports guy, and I love the fact that sports are part of my life and part of my kids' lives. But I was blessed to be able to play basketball in college. And I walked in my freshman year. I was recruited to go play at a small Division III school. And I walked in with 2 all-conference guards. And all of us had similar playing styles. And coach's decision was to play the 2 all-conference guards, and I had to be a 6-man. So I was a guy coming off the bench. I kind of was a supporting cast, and I was going in thinking, man, I'm gonna make a difference here on this team. And God taught me a lot in those 4 years of playing there, that you can be a part of a team and you can have success in little dribs and drabs. And I had some great games, and I had some great high-scoring games, but I had to rest in the fact that I was that guy coming off the bench, and that was my success. I was on a team, and we had a great team, and I was a part of a great team. But there was times when those guys got hurt, and I was able to shine. Like, I was able to step up at that moment, and God used those to pour into me as an individual. But the life lessons that were taught in those 4 years, like, God showed me that, hey, hey, this is going to happen to you over and over again. Like, people around you are going to have success. People around you are going to get the upper hand. People around you may have things that you think are success, but I'm working on it. Like, I have a bigger plan in store for you. And I've seen that happen over the last 20 some years since being out of college, where I'm going, why does this guy have this? Or why does this lady have this? Or why is this ministry striving the way it's striving? And I look back and go, God's got this. Like, he's got a plan. So, like, those playing days help me learn that. So I hope that that's something that might help you. And as you start going into this first question, I just want to challenge you to just continue to lean into each other and just be thankful for that group that's sitting in this room with you, because these people are doing life with you, and it is exciting to hear the stories coming out of it. And Let's talk about the first question. When you think of success, who comes to mind? So as you go into that first question, just lean into each other, be open with each other. But when you think of success, who comes to mind?